Hello, welcome to my video, my channel. My name is Angelos. I'm your mindset coach and trainer, and I'm here to help you train your brain. We all need to train our brain because if you're working, and for some reason, nothing's working for you, you feel like you're just taking action. You're the hamster in the wheel, and no matter what you do, no matter how hard you work, you're not getting to that goal that you took that career for, that job for. If you're an entrepreneur, solopreneur, or you work for a corporation, you took those jobs for a purpose. And you figured by now it should be granting you those purposes. And if it's not, this is the perfect video for you to be at, because the answer that is causing your pain is due to a simple fact that you don't know what your 3 W's are. And it's just that simple. 3 W's. It's your wow, it's your why, and it's your windedness. Being winded, meaning out of breath. The 3 W's. What does that mean? Well, for your career, it means everything. Most of my clients, I rephrase that, all of my clients come to me because they're suffering from 1, 2, or all 3 of the 3 W's. In other words, they're missing out. They're not living the 3 W's. They're not utilizing the 3 W's. They're not aligning with the 3 W's for their career and life. Hence, they are frustrated. They're tired. They're overworked. They feel like if they die tonight, leave this earth, they will be leaving in regret. So they're not finished. They don't feel they're finished. And they're wondering when they're going to be finished. That's the funny thing. Well, the 3 W's is not about finishing. It's about living. And I'm going to explain that in a moment. If you are not sure what your business is, if you're not sure what your career is, we'll give it a simple title so you can start to see what it isn't. See it no more and see it only as a vehicle. Some of you people out there, some of my clients out there, they're so enthralled with their business, their career. They think that that's all there is. They think that if they keep working, they're going to get something or somewhere. That's what they truly believe. They think that they are their business. And no, you're not your business. Your business is nothing more than a vehicle, like a car. Are you your clothing? Are you your food? Are you, despite the fact that some people, you are what you eat? Are you your car? Are you your house? Are you your bank account? If you think that, you have a mindset issue that has to be changed, because you're not. These are only vehicles to sustain a certain lifestyle, to create an expression every day in that lifestyle. All those are meant to help you live and inspire towards the 3 W's. Now, I remember a while back, George Mallory was once asked, why did you climb, Mount Everest? And he made the famous quote, three-word quote, because it's there. And all mountaineers have since then for decades been, using that same expression. Not only them, other people who, race cars for a living, skydive on the weekends, visit scary places, ghost hunting, and other around the world. They travel to places that they've been told is haunted, just to experience it for a night. All of them have the same way of thinking. Why are you doing these dangerous things? You're risking your life. And the truth is, they're not risking their lives. Their life is what they believe in. Their life is that, because it's there. But what is it is there? When George Mallory said that, because it's there, he wasn't referring, he made it sound like, but he wasn't referring to Mount Everest. The mountain is there. No, he was referring to something in us we call the right stuff. Remember the early astronauts that got into space before we ever got to the moon? They always they even made a movie about it, the right stuff. What is this right stuff? It's got to be some kind of stuff only specialized for being an astronaut. I mean, you got to have the right stuff. It's not for everybody. Not everybody has that kind of stuff to put, strap yourself to a giant bomb and go through these tremendous G forces, which are uncomfortable. Anything goes wrong, you can't save yourself. I mean, the vacuum of space is the most hostile environment possible. If something goes wrong and you get exposed, you die in seconds, because the sheer cold and the decompression that you go through, you won't survive. So why would you do all that? And then you're confined to this small seat. So forget about if you're claustrophobic. You're not going to make it. What is the right stuff that they had? It's the same right stuff that a mountain climber has, same right stuff that life coaches have, doctors, lawyers, accountants, skydivers, race car drivers. All of them have to have some kind of right stuff that not everybody has. To be great at it, to be your best at that vehicle, you have to have the right stuff. But what is this right stuff? What is it that makes people do these things for the sheer purpose of living? This is not for surviving, for living, for getting to express themselves in that particular job or career. What is this right stuff? It goes back to the 3 W's. It's your why. It's your wow. It's your windedness, or wonderment, if you want to replace it with a 4th W. And what does that all mean? Your job is not your job. What I mean by that is, your job is not what you're all about. What you're all about is living and getting up every morning to express yourself in a certain way, to express your right stuff. Example, you have love. This love comes from a desire point. Love cannot be reprogrammed. It is not a program that you create. It's not a story that is made up as you evolve through your childhood to your adulthood. It is something that comes with you. It's in your genes. It's in your soul. You desire love, so you're going to always be lovable. You're always going to be a loving person. You're going to become that which you desire most. And the laws of attraction, that's how it works. Likes attracts likes. So if you are really loving yourself and loving your life, everything that you can imagine that is related to love will come into your life. That's a desire. Well, this right stuff is from your desires. It's not a program. Now, if it's from your desire, from your birthright, from the minute you came into this place called 3D reality, and you might be asking, why don't I have it? Why am I not experiencing it? The reason why you're not experiencing it, because we have to train your brain. Because you set up a story, a program, sometime in the past. Now, if you're aligned, like the people who don't belong in this video or don't belong listening to this video, they have aligned themselves with the 3 W's. So they have written a story, a program, a subroutine to align their life with that expression of their great stuff, that desire. If you write a story, a program, a subroutine that says you're not aligned with your big wow, your big why, your big windedness. You're not aligned with the reason, the purpose you came to Earth for. Now, you came here with a desire, a quest, a journey, a contract. And then along the way, you created a program that said you're not going to abide by that program, that journey, that quest. Forget about it. It's not going to happen. Then you're miserable. You're upset. Worse, you might go back, leave this world in regret. All my clients come to me, all of them, 100% of them, come to me for one reason. They have a mindset, they have a story that is telling them they can't have, or better yet, to forget your big wow, your big why, your windedness. Going back to the race car driver, or the mountain climber, or skydiving. I used to skydive a lot. And I'll make this clear. When I step onto the porch of that plane, and the porch is just a piece of metal about this big, you barely can fit the 2 balls of your feet on it. Well, they call it the porch. When I put my foot on that porch and I see where I'm going, I know my why. The why got me to that porch, got me into that plane, perfectly good plane. And it's going to make me go leave the plane. Okay. So my why it's already established. I'm stepping out into that oblivion. That's what it appears. That void, that unknown, country, undiscovered country. Now we're like, wow. Okay. And what comes immediately is all the chemical rush, the adrenaline, the endorphins, the hormones. I'm having an emotional experience. I'm winded. I'm experiencing all three W's. This is why I'm there. Why? To jump out of a plane and risk your life? No, my life is what I believe in. If I die jumping out of that plane, I died well. I died in the purpose, in pursuit of my happiness, of my jubileousness, my joy. Okay? I died in the very process of what I was supposed to do. How many people can say that? Now, when clients come to me and they say, well, I ask them, first thing I ask them, what are you going to do? What is your desire? And they come, well, I want to save the world. I want to bring peace. I want to serve people. I want to be the pillar of the community. I want to heal people. And I'm like, beautiful, beautiful. If you got the Mother Teresa Award for the year, but that's not your why. Because if it was your why, you wouldn't be talking to me. You wouldn't be talking to my wife, who's a co-founder of this business. Why are you talking to us? Because there's a hole, there's a story, and that story is telling you you're not aligned with your three W's, your why. So I have to, like an onion, peel it through questioning, of course, and process. I peel the onion layers off until we get to the core. It takes a while. Some people fight it. Some of my clients have fought it for years, and then they finally get there. And then when we get others, don't panic. Others have done it believe it or not, within the first hour. So put yourself on the time and velocity you need. But you get to that point where we get to the core, we find out, oh, this is your why. This is the reason you exist. This is the reason why you get up in the morning. This is the reason why you do what you do. There's no other reason to give you a wow for life. Because if you're not like a child and looking at all of life, your life as it is, and wonderment and a breathless, this is great stuff, you're not aligned with your wow. You're not aligned with your why. You're not aligned with your life. And you need to reprogram your mind because there's no other way. So understand this. Before I let you go, I want to make it clear for you. What is your why? Can you give me more definition, Angelus? Actually, it takes a while to talk to my clients. Each person is different. Like I said, it could be an hour, it could be years. But to sum it up, this is how you test if you're living in your why or not. Simple test. And don't get scared. It's not required, but it may be necessary for you to understand this and jive with it for you to find your why. And the test is this. Are you willing to die for what you're doing? Are you willing to die for what you're doing? I ask that of all my clients when they get to that point. I ask them all. Very few, there have been exceptions, told me up front, yes, immediately. Others have to think about it. It could take a second or two, and it looks like they're being immediate because they want to tell me what they think I want to hear instead of what is the truth. But, a lot of people second think that. Willing to die for it. Willing to die for it. Some people are more honest. I don't know if I can die for it. I said, that's great. If you are not willing to die for what you're doing, you're not aligned with your why. You're not aligned with your wow. There's no way for you to fulfill your destiny, your quest, get to your goals. You never will, never reach them because you're not willing to die for them. Every person, the mountaineer, the race car driver, myself, when I skydived, we knew there's a chance, a very good and quick way to die. that kind of lifestyle. We know that. We don't care. We get up in the morning looking forward to it. When I skydive, and once I get back onto the ground, I can't wait to do it again. I can't wait to feel that rush, that windedness, that feeling of wow, because that's my why. I get up in the morning before I go skydiving, or I get the people who go mountain climbing, they get up in the morning for the sheer purpose of doing, expressing, living their why. And they don't care if it kills them or not. They don't, because that's who they are. So if you can't honestly say that about your business is not a why, it is a how. It's not a wonder or a wow. It's a device to get you from A to Z. It's not a windedness, it's a frustration. So I hope this has helped somebody out there to understand where they are aligned or not aligned to their careers or business. And if you need more information, please, at the end of this video, message me, give me information, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. This is Angelis Perez, again, your mindset coach and trainer. Train your brain to align yourself with your big why. And with that, I let you all have a great day, and I look forward to seeing you as soon as possible.